YouTube. YouTube, I'm getting ready to start my inaugural ride on the Build 2 of my electronic skateboard. And here it is, all ready to go. So some of the things that I'm expecting, so this board is much more flexible than my previous board. I expect the ride to be a little bit more comfortable for that reason. These are my first time using pneumatic wheels. I think that will also add to the comfort of the ride. Another difference is that my motors are going to the back. My only concern there is if I turn real sharp, I'm not sure if my board is going to contact with the motor itself. So I'll be testing that out. Other differences is that the power cord is going underneath the board to the vest that's on the bottom. I also like that the motor's not pointing out to the back. I can actually step on the back of the board and raise the board up that way without damaging the motors. One other thing to note is that I don't have foot straps on this board. I do plan to add them eventually, but I'm not exactly sure where to put them. I haven't decided on the type of foot straps that I want to put on the board as well. Putting the batteries in, this is what it looks like with one side in. The other side goes in the same way. So now both batteries are in. I'll put the top on and I'm ready to go. Wow. So my initial impressions, the torque is definitely very strong. I feel like I got to be careful with both accelerating as well as deaccelerating. So what I mean by that is when I take my thumb off of the accelerator, not even braking, the effects of just backing off of the acceleration, it's an immediate braking effect. It's a little unsettling at the moment. Yeah, it feels very powerful. For whatever reason, it feels different enough that it makes me nervous, and I am feeling very cautious right now. Very carvy. Turn. acceleration is very smooth. The braking feels stronger than my other board for some reason. Now I remember why I stopped before. It's because I didn't start the ride app. So I'll start that now. So far, this feels like a much more advanced board than my previous board. I feel like I have to be far more sensitive to the remote to not do anything too fast, to not go either direction too fast towards accelerating or decelerating. And I have to bend my knees a little bit more to be more of a ready position for the changes in momentum. It does everything sharper than my previous board. The turns are sharper, the acceleration is sharper, the deceleration is sharper. Everything just requires more attention from me. It is very comfortable to stand on though. I feel like my riding stance is more narrow. Brakes are definitely much more solid. I don't know why, but they are. All right, and that's my ride. So here's my impressions. I I am surprised at how much I feel like I'm learning to ride it all over again. I'm surprised at how different it feels, how strong the acceleration is, how strong the torque is. My legs were actually shaking a little bit as I was riding because it was making me nervous. That took me by surprise. I thought my previous experience would make me feel comfortable immediately riding on a new board, but that's not the case, because your stance and your leg position and your feet position have to be well coordinated with how much you're accelerating and how much you're decelerating or even braking, and all of those things are stronger and sharper on this board. So I feel like this is a more advanced board. It carves wonderfully, but even that is something you have to get used to. I might even tighten the trucks up a little bit to take a little bit of that out, but it just performs wonderfully. I'm very happy that I didn't put the foot straps on right away, because I still haven't quite figured out the right foot position, to have my feet in for the best comfort for this particular board. So that's something I still have to figure out over time. So here's something that I just noticed. Look at how the belt is halfway off of the wheel pulley. So I need to make an adjustment so that doesn't happen. I have to figure that out. I did not feel that while I was riding. Fortunately, it didn't pop off on me. That would have been terrible. But that just goes to show how you have to be very careful on your first ride, to see how things function, how they do well. The other side looks perfectly fine, but this side definitely needs some sort of adjustment. So let's take a look at the battery usage. We're down to 46.0 volts. So I put the two boards side by side because I was thinking that the new board must be shorter than the old board. But as I put them side by side, I can see they're pretty close to the same length in terms of, where I'm going to place my feet when I stand on the board. But one thing I do conclude is that I need to put more thought into using the same foot position on my new board that I do on my old board. On the old board, it was kind of automatic because the foot straps dictate where my feet should go, and I've gotten used to riding like that. But with the new board, at least at the moment, I don't have foot straps, but I think I will be adding them once I get a little bit more used to it. Hello, YouTube. Well, I'm pretty late finishing this video due to the many events of 2020. I think we would all agree that it's been quite the challenging year. But anyway, just a quick update. I'm far more comfortable with my new board at this point. I love the way that it rides, but it has presented some new challenges, and I've learned some things that I'll be sharing in my upcoming videos. So if you're enjoying this journey into my new hobby, please like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you for watching. Thanks. Bye.